We are proud to present new DuoLife products, which are the result of cooperation between Małgorzata Karpińska-Trojanowska and the DuoLife Scientific Council, headed by its chairman, Dr. Honoris Causa Piotr Kardash. Piotr Kardash is the main author of DuoLife dietary supplements, including DuoLife Aloe, which was the beginning of a unique umbrella brand line for aloe cosmetics. Experts in the field of cosmetics under the supervision of Małgorzata Karpińska-Trojanowska created this line, inspired by the knowledge and passion conveyed by Dr. Honoris Causa Piotr Kardash. Thanks to this, we managed to create two unique products, shampoo and hand soap, that help support the body and are the perfect complement to DuoLife Aloe and DuoLife Beauty Care Aloe Shower Gel. Multidimensional expert help has contributed to the creation of exceptional, unique composition which is effective. Cooperation with such specialists is the greatest reason for us to be proud. It is a special hand-washing preparation for special times. It's very unique, and I will try to explain its uniqueness to you in the course of the next lecture. The cleansing hand lotion contains the following active substances in its composition: sunflower oil, glycerin water extract of aloe, glycerin water extract of honey, glycerin water extract of oregano, and with the substances that I have mentioned so far in cosmetics, which previously you have already used DuoLife cosmetics in various lines. The new elements that appear in the hand-washing lotion are substances such as Aurifirm, earth marine water, or cationic conditioners. First of all, I mean guar gum derivatives. Ladies and gentlemen, the hand balm is cleansing. It is so unique because it comprehensively cares for the skin of our hands, especially now when our hands have to be washed very often, when we use various types of disinfectants on our hands. Sometimes they are ethanol-based disinfectants with high ethanol concentration. Frequent hand washing makes the skin of our hands a skin that is very often deprived of sebum, often degreased, dried. But what is very important is that the skin is completely devoid of the microbiome. In our meetings so far, we have often talked about the structure of the skin, about what layers our skin consists of, but we have never talked about what is on our skin. We also never used the term microbiome. Ladies and gentlemen, there are various types of microorganisms on our skin, which we call the microbiome. The term microbiome first appeared in 2001, when Joshua Lederberg won the Nobel Prize for trying to define a set of genomes in his research, all microorganisms that inhabit the human body, that is, bacteria, fungi, viruses, and mites. The skin microbiome is an ecosystem that consists of microorganisms inhabiting the surface, and we know that our skin is in direct contact with the world around us, with air, with water, which also contains various types of microorganisms. These microorganisms from the external environment are very easily transferred to our skin. They seem to colonize our skin, and these microorganisms from the external environment are not always beneficial for our skin. These are microorganisms, sometimes beneficial, sometimes indifferent, and sometimes they are microorganisms that are undesirable for our skin and our body, that is, pathogens. Ladies and gentlemen, the microbiome on our skin reaches quite a large mass, which, I think, most of you do not realize, because in our body we carry an average of 2 to 3 kilograms of microbiome. That is, such a large mesh of apples or any other fruit or vegetables. And for one human cell, there may be from 1 to 10 cells of microorganisms, so-called microbiome. Why am I talking so much about this microbiome? Because it is very important to us. Because the microbiome is involved in the production of vitamins, is involved in the breakdown of various types of toxins that are harmful to our body, protects us against various types of diseases. Because it neutralizes, that is, simply kills pathogens. It also affects the cells of the immune system, because it stimulates the cells of the immune system to defend themselves against harmful external factors. In our lotion, we have included a factor that allows us to rebuild the strained microbiome of our skin, that is, to protect the skin of our hands against excessive infection. and to protect against the formation of the so-called open gates, the gate of infection. There is a prebiotic, a probiotic, and a postbiotic in this substance, which we used in the washing lotion. This is extremely important because the combined presence of these three components, the pre, pro, and postbiotic component, allows us to rapidly multiply the microbiome and microorganisms in the microbiome that are beneficial for our skin. What is a prebiotic? A prebiotic is a substance that can be used by beneficial bacteria and is a medium for these bacteria. In order for them to grow, they have to eat something for their colonies to multiply. In our case, the prebiotic content is high in the form of pre-decomposed oats. In turn, in this decomposed oat, we have a rich mix of polysaccharides and cellulose, which are a breeding ground for bacteria. Probiotics are live microorganisms that are helpful to the skin microbiome, and in our cleansing lotion, they are in the form of the lactobacillus cells. And finally, postbiotic are mainly lysates and metabolites produced by live bacteria during the fermentation process and in our substance, that is, Auriferm P, which is used in the lotion. It is a mixture of organic acids, including lactic acid. Auriferm P, containing prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic, is nothing but colloidal oat flour fermented with the use of lactobacillus. It is a liquid serum that deeply penetrates and stabilizes the skin barrier. It contains a complex of amino acids, fatty acids, and phospholipids, which smooths and moisturizes our skin, fills wrinkles, restores the proper level of the microbiome to the skin, but also has a proper effect on the growth of so-called positive bacterial flora, because it promotes the multiplication of Staphylococcus epidermidis and inhibits the development of pathogens on the skin, such as pathogens that are extremely dangerous to our health, such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa, the blue oil stick, or Corynebacterium. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, Auriferm reduces the roughness of our skin and improves its appearance, giving it a specific glow. We also have a substance such as sunflower oil in our hand wash lotion. You also met it in cosmetics previously introduced before DuoLife, but as a reminder, we know that sunflower oil comes from North America. It has been used in Europe since about the 16th century. Why is it in our washing lotion? Well, because it has a very strong anti-inflammatory, moisturizing, and protective effect. It protects us against the influence of harmful factors of the external environment, including against harmful solar radiation. It has an anti-radical effect, that is, it is an antioxidant. And if it is an antioxidant, it prevents skin cells from aging too quickly. And finally, it has a nourishing effect because it is rich in vitamin E. And as we all know and remember, vitamin E is the vitamin of youth. In addition, it also contains lecithin, which perfectly moisturizes the skin. The remaining plant extracts, that is, the oregano water extract, as you remember, have antioxidant properties, so it is a preparation that prevents skin aging. It has antifungal and antibacterial properties. Honey glycerin water extract intensively smooths, regenerates, and moisturizes the skin. It exfoliates dead epidermis on the skin, and additionally has properties that stimulate the immune barrier of our skin cells. When it comes to the glycerin water extract of aloe, we talked a lot about the properties of the aloe in the context of our body wash gel from the aloe series. But we can tell ourselves here and remind ourselves that aloe is a preparation very often used. It is a plant that is very often used in cosmetics because it has an ideal moisturizing and smoothing effect for the skin. It soothes all types of skin irritations, tones the skin, restores the skin's acid-base balance. In the case of dry skin, it moisturizes. In the case of dry skin, it soothes and prevents water loss from the epidermis. As you can see, we have briefly discussed the ingredients that have been used before. There is undoubtedly one more new ingredient used in the hand washing lotion, namely seawater. Seawater, or earth marine water, is, ladies and gentlemen, a unique mineral-rich water that flows to the surface of the island of Noirmoutier in France, and is collected there for cosmetic purposes. This is so-called deep sea water. water that penetrates various types and depths of geological layers of the soil and absorbs large amounts of useful minerals from these geological layers. And thanks to the content of a very large amount of minerals, seawater promotes the remineralization of the skin. It perfectly moisturizes, detoxifies, and strengthens the skin. Ladies and gentlemen, before we offered you a hand cleansing lotion, which has a unique composition, such as you will not find on the Polish cosmetics market, we conducted a cosmetic test in an external company dealing with application research. The research we have received is more than good. Let me just cite some of the results so as not to bore you. Let's focus on the feelings after rinsing the product from the skin, after washing the hands and rinsing the product from the skin. First of all, the skin on the hands was refreshed. The epidermis was softened. That is, the skin became soft, very pleasant to the touch. The skin was smoothed, so all types of chapped and cracked skin were eliminated. The skin becomes smooth. Some probes stated that the skin of the hands was almost velvety to the touch and remained strongly moisturized. This feeling of refreshing the skin was confirmed by as many as 95% of the probes, while all other points were confirmed by 85% of the probes. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is invaluable to me that 80% of the probes, after using the hand-washing lotion, said that, in their opinion, the skin did not require the use of other care preparations after using this preparation. I would also like to draw your attention to the effects that were achieved with regular use of the cosmetics for 4 weeks. As many as 100% of people using the cosmetic said that it did not dry the skin, while 100% said that it improved the hydration of the skin on the hands, reduced the feeling of dryness and roughness. 100% also confirmed that it cleansed the skin very gently and had a very gentle effect on it. As for softening the epidermis, smoothing the skin of the hands and providing the skin of the hands with proper care, these parameters were confirmed by as many as 95% of people. To the question, do you agree with the statement that the cosmetic can be used for everyday hand care? As many as 100% of people answered yes. And when asked if they think that it is rebuilding the skin's protective barrier, 85% of people responded positively. Ladies and gentlemen, after presenting these tests, I can recommend you a hand-washing lotion with full responsibility, not only as a washing preparation, but also as a preparation comprehensively caring for our hands to be beautiful throughout proper care for their skin. I can also recommend this preparation for the reason that our hands, and in fact the skin of our hands, is not only beautiful, but healthy and have a strong, undamaged microbiome that allows us to fight any superinfections and pathogens that enter our skin from the external environment. Thank you.